Alright, hello everyone. So the trailer for the Warp Express has dropped. Let's just go and take a look. Photo sensitivity, I'm gonna skip ahead. Alright, so the first line here, we already see that they're going to board as first-class passengers. So first-class passengers on the Warp Express means that you get thrown into a hibernation tube and you get to skip the waiting period in the Warp Express. The selling point of the Warp Express is that you travel from here to here really fast, but actually you go to a different dimension and you stay there, and after the entire period of time that you're there is done, you kind of go back to the other station, and then the cleanup crew will come in and clean you up and then make you normal again, and then you will be like, wow, what happened? And yeah, that is the Warp Express pretty much. So first class means that we get to skip all of the waiting and we don't have to go insane, and then we get to go to our destination. So LCB is going to be first class. Very, very nice. And then Faust interrupts us, so we can't even sleep through. Yeah, that would just ruin the story. Right, so we see Faust waking up Dante here in the hibernation tube. I'm guessing the rest of the Limbus gang is going to wake up as well. And now we see the first of the fixers that we're getting, the IDs. This one is going to be Multirack Heathcliff. So this is the Multirack office, and this office here, from what I can tell, is a prosthetic focused office. They hire people with prosthetics because they're more resilient to the feeling of death. Because if their arms get cut up, if their body parts like get destroyed, they can just replace it with prosthetics. So I'm guessing that's what's going on. And Heathcliff here is going to be the free ID, the event reward identity.
해결사만 모집해. 의체를 가진 놈들은 전투에서 겁을 먹지 않는다는 뭐.
So we see 1, 2, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, and we also see 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's either 2, 4, 4 or maybe 2, 3, 4, because the 3 could be just multiple animations playing out that look like a lot of multi-hit. So really can't tell what this Heathcliff is doing. I didn't see any specific animations that like he's applying a status or something like that. Just a bunch of slashes, so don't know. But since he's a 2-star and free, it's likely that he's just the main support for Faust. He's gonna just hard feed something into Faust to make her work. Or maybe he hard feeds charge count into all of the other characters, which would make him a very good support for Otis, because Otis has problems with charge potency and charge count.
어느 순간 뒤져 있는 거지. 야, 설마 벌써 죽었냐?
The new ego is just so damn cool. It is Dimension Shredder Otis. Very, very cool stuff. Okay, pausing here. The animation is very cool, by the way, after this, but look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have a 5 AoE Dimension Shredder. Dimension Shredder is usually a 3 AoE ego, and they have something to do with rupture. Usually have some dimensional rift application, and usually have a passive that synergizes with rupture in some sort of a way. So yeah, I'm guessing that this is going to super synergize with Otis, hopefully, because if it doesn't give her charge potency, if it doesn't give her charge count, doesn't give her any rupture count refund, this ego is just not going to work with Otis, because I want to try and make her like work for Rupture Gang, I need the ego. I want to try and make her work for W Corp Gang, I need the charge. So really just needs to solve one of these problems, or maybe the multi-work characters will solve the problem of charge or charge potency, so that Otis will be able to function a lot better than what she currently does now. But either way, let's watch the animations. It's just so damn cool. And then the artwork, just so good. Otis swinging her blades in an arc, forming a rift here. And then this is the dimensional rip dimension gloves that W Otis is using. So this D-Shredder ego is actually just W Otis pretty much. Really, really cool shit. I don't know why the Wayward Passenger is behind. Are they like a whole gang, like fighting together or something? Maybe it's an invasion from these dimensional travelers. The corroded form is even cooler than the regular form. So I really hope there's a use for it. Because this part here, the part where she draws a line cutting them in half, she literally cuts them in half. Look at that, literally dimensional ripped in half. And then there's legs falling out of the sky. And she comes back to take them away. There are literally legs of the IDs falling out of the sky. This is crazy animations. Like, god damn man, they cooked with this one. And I wonder if there's a purpose for the corroded form, because they really cooked super hard with the corroded form, and it's unlikely they will actually see it in play, you know. So like, I don't know. Please like have some sort of use for this ego. Please have some sort of use. For our last ID, we see Multirack Office Faust. We have 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We also look at the dialogue here. There is a target contract that they are looking for. So later on, right, we will see that we will be fighting these guys, the multi-work guys. And the fact that Faust is saying that they are contracted to take out this target and they're prepared for this expedition, there is something going on with the multi-work. They're like attacking this warp train because they're targeting a specific person. Maybe targeting, like, I don't know, Faust, targeting Dante, or someone very important on the warp train. Maybe even Rose. I don't know if Rose is on this train. But once again, P-Moon, hey, I want my 300 lunacy because Sarah Tinley, that is not it. Okay, so that's the final skill. That skill there is going to be 4 coiner. So if we look at all of the coins so far, it is 2, 3, 4 or 2, 2, 4, depending on which one is the animation and which one is actually like the coin. Really hard to tell, honestly. But once again, right, there's not really an indicator of what this thing is actually doing. It's just doing slash damage. So I can't really tell if they're applying specific status or what is happening here.
계획보다 더 일찍 의뢰를 완수했네요. 저와 파우스트의 뛰어난 능력 덕분이지만 여러분의 노력도 나쁘지 않았어요.
Okay, so here we actually get to see some of the warp employees here. This one's a warp employee using one of the dimensional, I think, swords or an axe or something like that here. And then we also see some regular passengers. This one's a regular passenger who has had his arms turned into blades, just like the wayward passenger. So I'm guessing Multi-Work Corp is, the Multi-Work Association is trying to like infect all of these characters here and then try and run down their target, whoever the target is. Here we see Dawn saying that they were in complete want of sense. I'm guessing that this is like they want to feel something, right? Because if they're on the warp train, they can't feel hunger, can't feel thirst, they can only feel pain, so they will do their best to feel as much pain as possible. They will fuse themselves into some weird fleshy abomination. They will literally like chop off their hands and shit. I don't know. It gets crazy on the warp train. If you need a reference, just go to Library of Ruina, go and look at Love Town, and you will have your story of what the hell happens on the warp train. So here we see Ryoshu get absolutely destroyed by the Multi-Work Corp over here. And then we also see this Faust come in with the backup symbol here. So this is going to be following Refraction Railway 4 as Club President Kim Ji-hoon intended. He wants this event to be the RR4 style. So most likely we will be seeing chain battles or maybe multiple battles. And we also have some backups so that if you lose a character from these chain battles, you will be able to swap in different characters to replace them. You get to see some cool moves from the bosses and whatnot. Yeah, so looks good. It's going to be quite interesting to see what they are actually cooking with this new gameplay mechanic for the events. But the interesting thing here is that even though I don't see a single charge count on these two characters here, this guy over here, who looks almost exactly like Faust, is pretty much, right, he has charge count on himself. Which means that Faust has charge count on herself somewhere. It is somewhere on her, and I'm going to be quite interested to see if she's literally going to be a copy paste of like W Dawn or W Ryoshu, where her skill tree will just do a billion damage, and can she charge herself really, really fast, or must she get support from other allies to do a lot of damage? That's going to be the interesting thing. It could also be that she feeds charge count to other allies here or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully someone somewhere here, whether it be D Shredder Otis or the multi-work gang here, will be a charge count dispenser, because Otis definitely needs charge count, and I suspect Faust will also need charge count because this guy over here also has the charge count on him. So this part here, if we were to believe the words of the fixer from earlier, then that would mean the horde is advancing in this direction from the back of the train. So there's a horde coming from them. And the fact that they use the word fixer here, I'm kind of inclined to believe that this is Rose, because we have the Rose Otis ID right now, and it would be a shame if I didn't see Rose and her cleanup crew on this mission here, since we are in the Warp Express, right? So this is a chance for them to bring back Rose as well as the rest of the cleanup crew, and maybe we'll be working together to try and solve this murder on the Warp Express. But it's probably not a murder, it's probably like a humongous massacre of the entire population in the train, because like shit happens on the Warp train, man. It's not just a murder, it's like murders. Many, many murders. So yeah, I don't know. This is quite interesting. Hopefully we'll see Rose. And that's pretty much it for this trailer. I don't really have any other details to go on, so I can't really tell you like what these multi-works do. Ruina doesn't have these characters. This is the first time we're seeing them, and whatever unique status or unique buff they are providing, I will have to wait and see. The Dimension Shredder Otis is very well done in the animation department, and hopefully the numbers will also match with how crazy cool it looks, because this shit looks like it could just destroy an entire enemy team. It hits 5 people, man. If it applies like rupture count to all 5, that is just absolutely disgusting. Yeah, or whether it just like gives her charge count also. Like I'll just take it. Just give me charge count somehow. Like I need it for my Otis, please. Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be it. Remember to leave your comments on what you think these characters are going to be, or blah 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 blah, your theories and stuff. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. I hope the coins for these characters are going to be good. I hope the kits are going to be good. And after this event, I will finally be able to get Earl King Heathcliff after so long. Finally, Earl King comes, and he has some wonky Doulahan mechanics that I can't wait to go and figure out. Alright. So that's for the future. This one is the Warp Train. Hopefully it's an exciting one. Otherwise, honestly, I could just see myself saving up for the Heathcliff ID coming up soon. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.